Alright guys, welcome back. Today I just want to show you some updates that I've done to my rainwater harvesting system here. We just got this late this morning, early this afternoon, maybe close to an hour's worth of rain. Not real hard rain, but just nice steady rain. And I got some video footage of that I'm going to show you right here. So with that rain, we got, well, we had roughly 1,800, yeah, I think it was 1,800 gallons of water. And now after it's rained, we have 3,000 gallons total. Let me show you. So I'm not sure if you can see this in the video, but we have the 400 mark here, 600, 8,000, 12, 14, and all the way up. Right now, right about here. So we got the 6, 800, the middle would be 7. It's just past the 700 mark and closer to the 800 mark. So about 750. It's about right here. So it's about the 750 gallon mark there. Times 4, that's 3,000 gallons we roughly have. Now in here, what I've done, all the plumbing that I have going, this is the main tank right here. So all the water feeds into this tank, and then from this tank I got a line going to this tank, line going to this tank, and then one line going to this tank. So this is the main tank that feeds the other 3. So what I've done here is I put bricks underneath the pipe where you would normally stand, so the weight, it'll be able to bear the weight. Plus all this fill dirt, which packs really nice, I packed it all underneath the pipes, and I put my weight on it before I fill the rest of it up here, and it doesn't budge. So it's perfect. Now that I got all the dirt filled in here and it's packed in really good, this isn't going anywhere. So I don't have any fear of stepping on this here or over here where the pipes are underneath there. It's not going to move because, like I said, the bricks are underneath there and the dirt is underneath there, filled it all in, packed it in real good, and it's not going nowhere. So now our original plan was to fill this about to where it's at right now and then put white rocks on here, which I got a load of that stuff. It wasn't cheap either. But then I started thinking about it, you know, the weeds are just going to start growing. It's going to be another job for me to do here, another place where I got to pull weeds, and I don't know if I want to deal with that. So I think what we're going to do is just fill it up fill it up a little more about to here, and then have it taper off onto the grass where it naturally is, and just have it all grass growing here. And all I have to do is come in here with my weed eater and just cut it down a little bit, which is much easier than pulling weeds. So I think that's the route we're going to go. Boy, my chickens are making a bunch of racket, aren't they? But this area you see right here in front of these tanks, where it's the sand and all that, where it's dug out here, we were planning on buying 2 more tanks, or we're still thinking about it. Not 100% sure yet. because, well, each tank is $2,000. That's another $4,000 and extra plumbing I would have to do. Now, the tanks are filling. The only way I would be able to put 2 more tanks in here and tap into these tanks is from the pipes, the plumbing I just did. I can turn those 2 valves off from each tank, splice into it, tap into it with a T, and then feed the other tanks. Because it's too late to drill another bulkhead into these tanks as they're filling up. You know, they got 750 gallons of water in there already. Not sure yet. If maybe in the future I might do that. I'll tap into the plumbing that I already did. So this area here, not sure what to do yet. I might cover it all up, or we might leave it this way and get 2 more tanks. We're not sure yet. Man, you guys are noisy. They're all fighting for their positions on the roost bar right now. So guys, I'm pretty much ready for the trenching. I got this area here. I found out where my house water line was. I got my electrical line to the well. I also found it there. I also have a cable line I dug up, and I found that also. There's only one problem. A trencher. I couldn't find a trencher. Excuse the wind out here. It's getting really windy today. I went to the nearest place here, and where they rent all kinds of equipment, and they usually have quite a bit of trenchers. I went there. Well, I called first. I asked the guy, do they have a trencher available? And they said, let me check. He goes, yeah, we got one available. I said, great, I'll be right down there. Went down there, and he there was a different guy, and he said that they were all rented out. I said, great. So can I rent it when the guy brings it back? Well, we're not sure when he's bringing it back. Okay. I said, can I hold one for next week? You know, I'll put the money down for it now. Well, we really don't do that, and these things come and go really quick, and blah blah blah. And I'm thinking to myself, these guys really don't want to rent their trenchers, you know, do they? So he goes, you know what? Home Depot's got some, you can probably check over there. And I thought, well, you know, they usually have small ones. Went there, and they're the mini trenchers. They're 3 inches wide, and I think they go 18 inches deep, if I'm not mistaken. My trench, I want it to be 4 inches. Not that the pipe is 4 inches, but I need it 4 inches because I want to be able to clean the hole out. My shovel is a trench shovel, and it's 4 inches wide. So I need it to be 4 inches. Now the 3-inch one would work, but the problem is when you're trenching, depending on your soil, and especially my soil, I know for a fact that when you're trenching, soil falls back into the hole or into the trench. So I won't be able to really clean it out. And if I'm only going 18 inches and then the dirt's falling back in there, and I'm probably only getting 12 to 14 inches of depth, which would probably still work, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what, you know, if that's a scenario, if that's what's going to happen. I'm thinking, you know, what am I going to do? So I went online, I started looking. I used Ditch Witch, is a decent brand, a good brand. A beat up used one is like $7,000-8,000, and I'm like, I am not going to spend that kind of money for something that I may use occasionally. So I looked some more, and I seen some new ones that didn't have all the bells and whistles on it. They weren't hydraulic, so they're all manual basically. So I found one, and I call it the Green Monster or the Green Machine, and it's got a little crank handle on it, so you can raise the chain up and down. It has a ratcheting system on the wheels that you can connect or engage and disengage, I should say. So when you pull it backwards, it ratchets, and then when you start trenching, the wheels lock, so it can't get pulled forward. So that's pretty cool. 4 inches wide is a chain, and it goes down to 24-inch depth of cut, which is awesome. 15 horsepower and electric start. So I'm gonna put a link to it in the description if you're interested in looking at it, and or if you're even interested in purchasing it. It's an affiliate link, and it helps us out on the channel a little bit. So I picked that up, I bought it I should say, and it'll be in next week hopefully. So I won't be able to start doing any trenching until next week. But you know, I know a lot of you are gonna say, yeah, you shouldn't be buying this garbage and blah blah blah, but you know what, it's not something I'm gonna use all the time. So there's no sense of buying a $6,000-7,000 or $8,000 trencher for what? For just to use it a few times? I can't justify that. So that's what I'm waiting on, is the trencher to be able to start trenching here. I have this to do here, starting from here, going all the way down to where my cable line is. It's going to go underneath the cable line, the water line is anyways, and all the way to behind my garage, where I'm going to connect to the pump that I did inside the corner of my garage, and to the tanks, of course. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. The system is working great, and again, just waiting for the trencher. So again, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.